Hello, welcome to GOT. Today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks on the Automagic V5. Some of you have asked me some questions about it and how-tos, so I'm going to go ahead and give you some of those. Let's go. So I've been covering the Automagic V5 and the V3 for a long time here on the channel, but I haven't done a lot of how-tos, but I've gotten a lot of questions about them, so I'm going to remedy that and cover a couple right now. One of the first things that I do get questions on is, how do you do the stackable widgets? Because people are struggling with those. Well, it's not quite so simple as you might think, but it is. For example, you go in here and you pinch the page here and you go into cards. And you can't just go down here to widgets and start adding regular widgets. You have to use what I would call the honor widgets, okay? Which are these up top. When you go down here to all other widgets by all the different apps, which are the classic widgets here, these don't work as far as stackables. You have to use the honors widgets, which are right here. And to show you here, for example, let's see if we can add one. I don't use the Honor Health app because I use the Fitbit app with my watch here. But let's say if I did, this one's about the size of the rest of them. See here, it's the same size. You could just take and drag it right over and it adds to it. And just to show you, it's right there on the stackable widgets. So basically, you just put your first widget on there, and then you got to find the widgets of the same size, which I believe is a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a 5 by 2, and you just stack it right on top of there. Now, I haven't been able to find any of the Google app widgets to work with this. It's all been the honor ones. So if you want to remove one, for example, like this one I just put on here, you can actually long press and right there remove this card. And there's another one on here that I don't really need to use here, but this you can do instant movies cut. I don't need this one. A long press and you just remove it. Okay, so that's how you remove them. And again, pinch, cards, and find one up here that you want to use. So if you use any of these, they'll work. If you go down here to classic widgets, and let's see if we can find something here that's 4 by 2. Here's, I don't know what the jack back, I don't know, jump back, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Let's try this edge here. Take it here, see, it won't fit. It won't go on there. It won't do it. So you have to use their widgets, which are right there on top. So that's how you do the stackable widgets. Now the next thing I want to talk about is in cameras. People were asking, how do you do the portrait blur? And I even struggled with that until one of you helped me out with that. So here, if you look at camera, right here, a silhouette of the person. When you click on it, you can see here it says bokeh, and you can adjust the amount. Right here it says strong, but it says stored. It doesn't have the whole thing there. And then weak. Okay, so you can adjust the amount of blur. As you can see here in this image I'm displaying here on the screen of my wife. You can adjust the amount of blur. So there's a nice way to do it. You can set the amount of bokeh you want of the photo. Now, if you happen to take a photo that didn't have bokeh, you can set blur in the background using some of the AI features in the photos, but that'll be another video. I won't cover that today. Now, there's a really cool feature here in camera that I want to show you. If you go down here to more, or wherever it is in your phone, and you hit scan document. Now this is really cool. I had to use a separate app. It was called CamScan that I'd used for years, and it got to the point where you had to pay for it, and it's ridiculous, the subscription amount for this. This is actually built into the phone, and it's free. All you do is you get a document, set it down in front of you, just align it up here, and you can see it's outlining that document. Take the picture, and there's the document right there. It's got it all outlined perfectly. And let's say it's a 2-page document. So you get the second page. Go ahead and put it right there in front of you and go ahead and get it to line up. Take the picture. There it is. Go back. And now you can see I got 2 pages right there in the document. And you can take the document and you can export it and hit next. And you can make it a PDF, a text file, or whatever you want to do, or you can export it to your favorite spaces or put it in notes. So let's say I want to do a PDF. Now this is a great thing to do with short how-to manuals, something like my automatic remote or my heater control. It only had like a 2 or 3 page document. Instead of having to keep that piece of paper around, I just scanned it, created the document, and I have my own folder online where I keep all my PDFs. So it doesn't matter where I'm at in the world. If I need to look something up that's in one of my PDFs, I look it up. I don't have to worry about digging up that document or losing it anymore. So that's a quick and easy way to save a document, put it somewhere, file it, put it on the internet, and then you can go right in here. And on this phone, I hit documents, and there's actually the document I just scanned right there. You can see the 2 pages. I can look it up, and of course, if I open up the phone, I get a much larger image. So I highly recommend if you haven't done that. Or let's say you go on hiking trails and you want a quick image of the trail, take a picture with your phone of the sign, take it with you, and you don't have to worry about getting lost. Now, see, some people are struggling with split screen, want to know how to do that. Well, it's really simple. There's a couple ways to do it. One of the simplest is you take and when you have an app open, see there's a little bar on the top, you just take it and you throw it aside, and you can do it on either side. So you can take it and throw it on the other side if you want to. And then it opens up and you can see all your apps, and you just click on the second app that you want to do. So that's really nifty. Now, another way you can do it is if you have an open up app, you can just go right here from the bottom and take and put it to the side, and it does the same thing. And then you can tap on the second app. So you see it's very simple. 1 finger, not 2 like on Samsung. You got to remember to swipe to the side or something. Or 3 fingers, I believe it is, on the Vivo. No, this is simple. 1 finger does it all for you. Now, all those things I've showed you so far work on both the Honor Magic V5 and V3. So you V3 owners, you have all those features as well. Now, there's one cool feature I want to show you in editing photos that I was challenged because someone says the Samsung can do this, but you can't do that on the Honor Magic V3 or the V5. I'm going to go ahead and show you that you can do that. And we'll open up photos, and I'll do it on both of them. But I don't think you can do this feature on the Honor Magic V3, but you can do it on the Honor Magic V5. Yeah, let's see here. Now, these photos I just took recently while I was actually in Las Vegas. This, of course, if you don't know, this is the Statue of Liberty, but this is not the real one. This is in front of New York Hotel. And I was a long ways off when I took this photo, but it's really cool. So one of the things that you can do here on the Honor Magic V5, and I don't think you could do it here on the V3, you can do this thing that's called a cutout, which is a feature that you have on the Samsung as well, where you can cut something out of a photo and put it in another photo. Well, you can't do that on the Honor Magic V3. I'm sorry, folks. You can see right there is no cutout, but you do have the cutout feature here, AI cutout. And what it's going to do is it's going to cut this image out right there, and you could take this now, and you can do all kinds of things with it. Like I can move it within this image, which is not something I really want to do. So let's undo that or cancel it. Okay, but you could actually go ahead and modify the background. So check this out. Modify the background. Look what it does. It automatically opens up so that I can put it somewhere else in another photo, or you can use a background image or whatever. So let's just take any old photo right here, and boom, now there's the Statue of Liberty right there, and I can actually resize it any way I want. Now, that's something you can do on Samsung, but you got to hold it, and then you got to move a photo. Why don't I just show you? So you can do that on the Samsung as well. Now, this photo was taken by the Samsung. This one was taken by the Honor Magic V5. I did a camera comparison, which you're going to see here towards the end of the year. Took a lot of photos in Vegas to compare them, so it's really cool. But anyway, here on the Samsung, you can take and long press this, and see there? Now you can move it around, but you have to move it to another picture like so with your fingers, okay? And then you could just drop it in the other photo. Let's see, I can drop it anywhere. Let's just drop it right here. Okay, so there you can drop it right there, and you can resize it. You could do all that too, okay? But you have to be able to move it around with your other finger. So there you go. Same thing, same principle, just a different way to do it. So with that capability, that was the one thing the Honor Magic for me was missing on photo editing, where you could take a photo and move it to another. Well, now you can do that on the Honor Magic V5. I suspect that will probably eventually come to the Honor Magic V3 when they also give it the 3 apps that can be opened at the same time. So that is my hope, that they will upgrade the Honor Magic V5 to this capability. Now, there may be some of you out there say, why does that feature even need to be there? Well, you know, on the Pixel phones, they added a feature where you could actually take a picture. If you're out of the image and you want to be in it, you can take a photo, but you got to hold it real still, and you can swap places with somebody, get it in the photo, and then take it again, and it'll automatically, AI will add you in there. But it's really kind of sketchy. It doesn't work as well as you might think. Well, with this way of doing things, you could actually take a photo of yourself standing there and then add yourself like this into the photo with your family and group. So for me, that's where that feature comes in most handy. Now that's it for this quick how-to. There are many more things I'd like to show you, and if there's something out there that you want to learn how to do on your Honor Magic V3 or V5, leave it down in the comments below, and I'd love to create a video on that. Now a lot of those things I've done, you can actually do on a standard phone as well, but you know what? There is a difference between a foldable and a standard phone, and I did a video on what makes the difference between a manufacturer's bar phone and foldable. You want to check that out. Here it is here. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more content and more how-tos. Until next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.